everyone, Z Miller,
What's going on, guys? It's Andrew.
and welcome to another episode of Media Talk with Miller and Smith. It's been a minute since we last spoke to you. A lot has happened. We have seen a ton of movies. We're not going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about that in the next episode because it was quite a lot of them. So yeah, we have a lot to get through on that. But the reason why we're talking about tonight is San Diego Comic-Con. Big news this past weekend.
Yes, very big news, very exciting news. So can't wait to share it with you guys. So let's get into it.
Yep. Smith, why don't you start us off?
All right, let's see. Let's see. Should we say the biggest news for last, or should we just go for the big one first?
We could just let's just do it.
Okay. Well, the biggest news that happened at San Diego Comic-Con this week. Sorry if my voice is a little, I'm just getting over something right now. But the biggest news that happened at San Diego Comic-Con this week, a big icon, a big legend has returned to the Marvel Universe.
Big legend.
You might know this big legend as someone who played Tony Stark / Iron Man. He is now playing, and this I thought, well, we talked about it, you and me. Yeah. We never thought that they would come out, or he would come out and play this role. But now he is coming out and playing Victor Von Doom, Dr. Doom, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is Robert Downey Jr.
That's right. The Oscar winner is now playing a Marvel villain. Not just a Marvel villain, Fantastic Four's main villain. I have to say, it was quite a shock, to actually have this announcement while the directors, the Russo brothers, were also returning to the Marvel Universe doing Avengers Secret Wars and Avengers Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was quite something. And how it was interesting was they had a bunch of cosplayers dressed as Doctor Doom, and then Robert just comes out in the middle, takes off the hood, lifts his mask, and of course, there he is.
See, there was a video I saw when it first got teased that there was you can actually hear it. There's a fan in the background that actually thought it might be Jared Leto under the mask.
Boy, was he wrong.
He was. No one, like I said, no one would have suggested that Robert Downey Jr. was going to play Dr. Doom.
No. There were some rumors that I'm not sure if this is actually accurate. You guys have to actually correct us on this. That Robert was actually up to play Doom in, I think, the first Fantastic Four movie. I'm not sure if that's true or not, or it's a rumor. But if it is, guys, please let us know if that was the case.
Yes, please let us know. But yeah, I mean, for me, I haven't pictured Robert Downey Jr. playing any other role. Well, any other role in the Marvel universe other than Tony Stark. But in these movies, things can change in the Marvel universe. So, and there's the multiverse. So
exactly. So
given the fact that, yeah.
Now, what's interesting about this is at the same weekend, they also showed some Fantastic Four footage because they shot some stuff already.
Mm-hmm.
And introduced, I think, the Fantastic Car. I'm not sure if that was the final design, but yeah. So it's very interesting to see how, both of those announcements were made.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than obvious that the Fantastic Four are going to be part of the Avengers movies.
Yeah, they did. They did confirm that both the Fantastic Four will be in Avengers which is now called Doomsday. That's the that's Avengers 5 title, and
Yeah.
then Avengers 6 will be Secret Wars, which that was kept. But they have confirmed that they will both appear. They will all appear in the two Avengers movies.
Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting, especially seeing this version of Robert playing Doom. I think it's going to be very exciting. A lot of people are saying, this is Marvel just being desperate because they didn't have a big hit since Endgame. I'm like, yes, they had. They had a couple of hits. They had, Doctor Strange 2. That was a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man No Way Home. That was a huge hit.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, let's not forget this past weekend, Deadpool and Wolverine. That was a big hit.
And still being a big hit.
Yes.
I mean, yes, we will admit there were a few duds after Endgame, but they have had they've had
Sorry.
no, we keep interrupting. No, they sorry guys, sorry folks. They have had more hits than duds, so
Yeah. Let's face it, they were having problems, behind the scenes, story wise, which is understandable, especially, just getting rid of the whole Kang storyline.
yeah.
Hopefully they're gonna have an explanation for that. So I'm very interested to see where this goes. But yeah, these are very exciting, announcements. I mean, come on, you had the Fantastic Four finally join the MCU, and I hope to God, I kid you not, folks. I hope to God that this adaptation of Fantastic Four is actually a good one.
Well, we all remember what happened the last reboot of Fantastic Four. That didn't turn out so well.
Yeah, less said about that, the better. I didn't have a problem with the 2005 version. I had no problem with that. The sequel, I had a problem with.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to see the 1994 one get a release date, theatrical release, but that ain't gonna happen.
A lot of these cuts have been filmed and not premiered, so we all like to see a lot of those.
Oh yes, including Bad Girl, and yes, we're still talking about it because we're still pissed about it.
Yes, we will talk about it till the end of time because we really want to see that cut of what they did. So I would really like to see it.
Yeah, I also want to see the cut, the director's cut of the first Suicide Squad, but they're still holding on to that. That's never going to see the light of day, unfortunately.
But I think we did there. I mean, there was. I think Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think is being released in theaters, right?
Yeah, I think that's a special event and an IMAX too, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah. But
Yeah, so it'll be something to experience that in the big screen. I hope it makes a ton of money for that.
which they should have done earlier, but we all know.
They should have released the director's cut. It's still the theatrical cut, but again, what can you do?
Yeah,
it's a studio system.
It's a studio system. Yes.
Anyway, moving on, getting back to on point.
Yes.
Yeah, very exciting times, especially with the MCU, especially with these announcements. And we also had another announcement on that was Captain America.
Ooh, Captain America. Yeah. They actually did release the trailer last week, I believe. Yeah. So it actually looks really good.
Yeah.
You do see in the trailer Harrison Ford taking over for the late William Hurt, who passed away last year. Was it last year or was it this year? It was.
No, I think it was last year.
It was last year, right? And then for all of you fans out there who saw the trailer, if you saw that little tidbit at the end of the trailer, we do actually get to see Red Hulk in the movie.
Yeah. That's very exciting about it. Of course, when you've read the comic, especially with Red Hulk, you know who is Red Hulk, and it's Ross. So Harrison Ford is hulking out. And he did a little bit of a Hulk out in San Diego Comic-Con. when he made an appearance.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It's pretty funny. It's
Yeah,
pretty funny.
he had a good time. I think he had a good time.
Oh, I agree. I think he did.
Yeah,
Um,
Harrison's such a cool guy. Such a cool guy.
yeah. But this will be the first time we're seeing him as playing a role um, by another actor. But he's a great actor, like you said. So I'm sure he'll take over the role just fine.
Yeah, and of course, Ross is the president elect in this universe. You
Hmm.
know, and it's a role that Harrison has played before. He has played the president in Air Force One, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a kick-ass movie no matter what.
Did he play a president as Jack Ryan?
No, but ironically, Jack Ryan actually does become the president in the later books. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? If they had just, kept like making two more sequels, we would have seen Jack Ryan as the president.
Oh man. I was gonna say.
And yeah, and when I read the book when he actually becomes president, I was like, I can totally picture Harrison playing this version of Jack Ryan. Why didn't we do this?
We would have liked to see him as president. Like you said, wait. May have him make a couple more movies, but you know, what can you do? And you can also, if he did play the president, we can also just say he also has another president title to his movie resume. So
Yeah, but here's the thing, his Jack Ryan films were actually very financially successful, so I don't know why there wasn't another one. But again, that's a studio situation.
I was gonna say that, yeah, that's the studio's decision, not ours. But
Now, if it were up to us, we would greenlight a lot of these things.
oh
You know,
gosh,
oh,
yeah,
we would greenlight so many movie
we
cases.
realized so many things, and they wouldn't keep us in business.
No, yeah, because we'd be costing the studios probably, I'd say $25 million per, per movie.
But we'd
Maybe,
be giving,
maybe more.
but we'd be giving the fans what they want. I mean, that's
Yes,
the
we
part
would
of
be. We
it.
would. I'm still waiting for
um,
a 24, sequel. Damn it!
oh, nice, nice pun there.
Thank
Um,
you. I just got it. I just got it.
speaking of 24, for a quick second, they did announce last week that they are actually making a 24 movie. It's in early development, so nothing has been official yet. Well, nothing has been casted or anything like that. It's just very early development. Um, but just to touch on it really quickly, we've all said it. We all know it. All you 24 fans out there, you can't have a 24 without Kiefer Sutherland in it. You can't.
They tried with 24 Legacy, but it didn't quite work.
No, I mean, even when they brought Tony in there, it didn't work.
No,
I mean,
you need Kiefer. You need Kiefer.
yeah, I mean, it just doesn't work. If they cast a new actor in the 24 movie, I mean, it's not going to get good money. It's not going to get good
No,
ratings at all. So,
no.
um, hoping, this is what we've been praying for a while. Whether it's a TV show or a movie, doesn't matter as long as it comes back. But hopefully this will be their top priority, and hopefully they're writing the script and asking Kiefer to come back. So
Yeah, always a good story.
yes,
Yeah, so those are pretty much the big news that happened at San Diego. Unfortunately, because it's such a big, event, a lot of people have come home and, had to quarantine themselves because they, on COVID. A lot of people had COVID during San Diego. So, yeah, it's still here, folks. So, please take this seriously.
yeah, yeah. It's never going away. So
Yeah, it's like the flu.
yeah, it's not as bad as it was obviously early on, but it's just really the flu now. So hopefully, just keep protecting yourselves.
Yeah, so just on a side note, Smith, we definitely have to make sure we have masks when we go to New York Comic Con. Did we just blow your minds? Yes, we're going to New York Comic Con this year.
Yes. Oh, yes, we are. We are going to New York Comic Con this year.
Yeah, we get to see all the nice tidbits that have been in comics, and hopefully some television series here and there. You know,
Yes,
maybe some Daredevil stuff. We don't know yet.
we don't know yet. Hopefully, crossing our fingers.
Yeah,
But if we do get a chance, we will keep you guys updated. If we do get a chance, we will hopefully film there.
yeah. Hopefully,
Hopefully, we'll try and do the best we can to show you guys what we're up to. Um, Film the convention and everything. But we'll definitely try and be actually like what was it that you used a couple days ago? Like we'll try and get our program next year.
yeah,
Not this year, but hopefully by next year we'll be hopefully official. But we'll see.
yeah. And we'll be rocking some pretty swift T-shirts that I'm gonna be designing
Yeah,
soon. So yeah, that's gonna be exciting stuff. But yeah, I have to say with a lot of announcements this past weekend have been just fascinating. Yeah, just people's reactions are just electric. Now,
yes,
of course, they also had a Deadpool and Wolverine panel, but for those of you who haven't seen the movie yet, we did say what it's about. Of course, a lot of you who have seen the movie know who the special guests were in the panel.
yes. No spoilers here, obviously. We will wait until
The, ne-
maybe
the next episode,
the next
because
episode.
we'll be talking about Deadpool and Wolverine because we actually did see it, but
Yes,
we're just covering what's happened in the past weekend.
yeah. So we'll probably cover that in next week's episode. And then give you updates of what's going to happen next. But um, so yeah, just recap on what's going on this week. So
Yeah. We did have an after theater reaction to Deadpool and Wolverine, but unfortunately, the footage was just way too dark to show you guys this.
yeah,
So I apologize for that, but the lighting was not up to our usual standards. So next time we do an after theater reaction, we'll definitely do that. But we'll obviously give you our thoughts on the movie next week.
oh yes, 100%, yes,
Yeah. Another exciting news today is that on Amazon Prime, Batman Cape Crusader premiered, all 10 episodes.
yeah,
Uh, Unfortunately, Smith did not see it yet because they're busy with the Olympics, which I understand.
yeah. There was the my family's into the whole Olympics, so we've just been catching up on some of the Olympics. So hopefully, I'm gonna catch up on the Cape Crusader starting hopefully tomorrow. So by next week's episode, we should be able to talk more about it next week.
Yeah. All I can say is, my God, it's a worthy successor to the classic 92 animated series. It's worthy. The guy does a great job playing Batman. He's never going to be Kevin Conroy, and that's okay. He does a pretty good job.
Yeah, of course. I mean, well, here's a question for you. I think if I read this correctly, it's the guy that's playing Batman is Hamish Linklater, right?
Yeah.
What'd you think of his performance?
Very solid. I thought his dark persona was very good,
Mm,
especially when he's playing Batman. It's just fantastic. You really get, that it's the duality of the characters, especially when he's, Batman and Bruce Wayne. So there's obviously slight differences in the voices, very similar to what Kevin did in the 92 animated series, but uh, there's a bit of more of a, menace in this Batman.
yeah, and he does the voice and everything. I'm assuming, right? He does a good voice.
Yeah, he does a good voice. And what's interesting is that it's 100% on, Rotten Tomatoes, and
Yeah.
also it's already got greenlit for a second season.
Oh, there you go. So that's awesome. So without giving too much away, just what's the plot of the show for season one?
Well, we're very much, I think, in the first or second year of Batman's career. That's the first thing. It's very much set in the 40s and 50s. It has that type of look to it.
Yeah.
He's very low tech. He's very confined with the technology of the timeline. You know,
Yeah.
and it takes you to familiar locations. It has a familiarity to it because of
Yeah.
Bruce Timm's work on the original animated series.
Hmm.
But it also changes. There are certain characters in there that they changed. Sometimes for the better. Sometimes I'm like, well, it's okay to be different, but I'm like, okay, this seems a bit off, but I get where they're going here. They want to try to
Yeah.
do something different.
Right.
You're going to see a couple of familiar faces in there, and then you'll be like, wow, the change is just crazy. And there's going to be some villains that you didn't expect coming in there because they didn't get a lot of coverage the first time around in the original series. Yeah, because they always focus on Joker, Scarecrow, Mister Freeze, Catwoman, all that stuff. Catwoman does make an appearance in here, but very true to her 40s appearance.
Okay. Cool.
So that's all I think I can say about it without revealing too much. There's a huge story arc, throughout the whole series, the whole season, but
Yeah.
in each episode, it is about different separate stories. So they're keeping that very much in line to what made the original series so great because they were making mini movies each episode.
Yeah.
So they kept that in here, which I was very pleased with. And I completely forgotten that it was executive produced by Matt Reeves, the director of the Batman, J.J. Abrams, and of course Bruce Timm. So I had forgotten about that. I was like, wow, this is fantastic. But yeah, Batman Cape Crusader on Prime, all 10 episodes. Guys, if you haven't seen it yet, go and watch it.
You heard it from the Batman expert. Go see it now.
Trust me, I'm pretty sure if I was in a room full of other Batman experts who have been there for years, I'm pretty sure I look like an amateur.
Wow. You know a lot more. You know a lot of stuff, so that's awesome.
But,
That's great.
well, thanks, man. Thanks for it. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for right now. Obviously, during the next couple of weeks, we're gonna have very few movie releases. Obviously,
Yeah.
the biggest one for August is got to be Alien Romulus, which I'm trying to get my friend over here to watch because he's already seen Alien and
Yeah.
even Alien versus Predator. I'm like,
I'm,
dude, you're gonna be fine. This is not gonna scare you. It's not gonna scare you.
I'm still thinking about it. I'll probably end up go seeing it anyway with them, so we'll see.
Yeah. I should also tell you guys that our friend Andrew Feller is gonna make an appearance in the next episode as well because he just finished viewing a lot of the Broadway hits this past couple of weeks,
Hmm.
especially the new open shows, and he's got a new show opening, so he's going to talk a little bit about that with us the next time he's on. So that's going to be next week as well. So it's going to be an hour episode.
Yeah. Yeah. So get your popcorn ready. So we're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff. So
We're going to entertain you.
yeah. It's always entertaining and fun to have our good friend Andrew come on, talk about all his shows and the shows that he's seen and stuff like that. So it should be fun. We're still trying to get Joe on here. Our schedules just haven't matched up lately.
Yeah.
So Joe, we'll get you on here eventually. So
Yeah, we're going to figure this out, Joe. We're going to figure this out. Don't worry about it.
yes. So hopefully we'll get back on there, and hopefully we'll get our good friend Zach on here too.
Yeah.
One of these days. But right now, for next week's episode, Andrew will come on, and then should be a fun time, and we'll talk about Deadpool 3, all three of us. So
Yeah.
stay tuned for that.
Yeah. I think that's about it for now, except we did find something interesting about. You remember that film that Kevin Costner directed? What was it called?
Horizon.
Yeah, yes, I know. I was kidding. I was kidding.
Oh. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Apparently, some of the audience forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, it's actually making some serious headway in streaming, but it may this part two may actually get a theatrical release. We don't know for that for sure, but I gotta tell you, we saw that in the movies. You know, you need to see it in the movies because it's got a big, it's a big scale. It's a big
Yeah.
scale movie,
Mm-hmm.
and even at 3 hours, it didn't feel like 3 hours. It didn't drag, and yet nobody saw it. What is wrong with this picture?
I don't know. I mean, well, it wasn't released anywhere. Was it released on streaming?
It just released on streaming, I think maybe 2 weeks after the movie had been released.
Well, there you go. That's the problem.
Why are you folks waiting to have the movie streamed at home?
We keep mentioning this every single time. I mean, the reason, if it's not a good movie to go see in theaters, they'll just wait and see it on streaming. I mean, I think it was a very good movie to watch in the theater. You have that big screen. You have come on, you gotta have popcorn, you gotta have all that stuff. I mean, it's the movie theater. It's can't experience anything else like it.
You had to experience it with a big audience.
Yeah. I mean, when we went, there was no big audience, but
unfortunately,
yeah,
the whole time we're like, why aren't people seeing this? It's a great movie. It's a great story.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to part two, and hopefully that gets a theatrical release. I hope it does.
I mean, there's supposed to be 4 parts to this. I mean, Costner wants 4. Probably, I think they're shooting for 4 parts.
Yeah, and he put his own money in it.
Yeah, I think he recently said like he lost his farm or something because he didn't make that much money. I don't know, but that's not confirmed. I don't remember after.
Yeah. I just hope he doesn't have a similar experience like he did with the Postman.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Yeah.
But look, I didn't think I would enjoy the movie as much as I did. Yes, it was a long movie, but I enjoyed every minute of it. I mean, you can't you can't have a part 2 and then release it in August and then just pull it because it didn't do well for 3 weeks. I mean,
you got to give it enough time to actually make its money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, it's a studio system, so we can't even really talk about that without getting blue in the face.
I mean, there's nothing else to say. I mean, we pretty much covered it, in these few episodes of why it's important to go to the theaters. But studio makes all this stuff. They make the money, they make the decisions, so they're gonna do what's best.
Or what they think is best.
What they think is best. I mean,
because they'll write any film that they haven't released as a tax write-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still talking about Batgirl, Warner Brothers. Come and get us.
We ain't going away. So, come on.
Or as Keaton did in the Oscars.
that's always. Now I gotta watch that video again. It's so funny.
I would have actually loved to have seen Keaton's Batman against Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze.
Oh my god. I would have actually liked him to actually go on stage.
Yeah.
And just and just talk to them and just do it, but
oh well. Well, I think that's gonna be it for us tonight. Obviously, when we have our next episode, it's gonna be a longer episode.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
So get ready and strap yourselves in next week. So we covered a lot of information.
Yeah. And I think we're also going to be talking about our thoughts on Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, which we weren't able to do the last time as well.
Oh yeah, we weren't able to do that as well. So there's Deadpool and Wolverine. There's we did talk about Bad Boys, I believe, right?
Yeah, yes we did.
Yeah. So there's did Bad Boys, so we will talk about Beverly Hills Cop 4. Sorry.
They haven't done 5 yet.
They haven't done 5 yet. Sorry. But they are doing, speaking of Eddie Murphy, one more thing I want to touch on that was announced. They are now bringing back Shrek 5.
Why? Why?
That was another thing that they talked about last week. They are bringing back Shrek 5 with all the original cast members. Antonio Banderas has not been confirmed to come back yet, but it will be Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, and Eddie Murphy coming back in their respective roles.
I gotta go through this all over again. You don't understand, folks. The last 2 sequels, just caused me so much distress. I mean, jeez. I'm sure there were fans of it, but the 4th one, I mean, jeez.
You can see how much Ian doesn't want the sequel, folks. You can just see it on his face right there.
No. It's not like I don't want the sequel. I just don't want them to milk out the sequels of these franchises. Yeah. Look, if you got a great idea for a sequel and it's a solid idea, it's gonna be a hit for the fans, very funny. Yes, go and make it. But for God's sakes, stop pumping them out like they're gonna be the hits.
No, I agree.
Care about the stories and the characters. Think about the audience.
I totally 100% agree.
Okay, enough of my rant. Everyone's sick of hearing about me.
No, you're being honest and telling the truth. Just let it all out, man. Just let it all out.
I'm fresh shot. I'm fresh shot. That's it.
Okay. All right. He's done. He's done, everybody. You sure now?
I'm very sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the folks at home watching this going, man, that poor Ian. Can he get a break, for God's sakes? Or what's he complaining about?
Yeah. No, but if you have any comments of what we talked about today, just tonight, just please leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
Whether it was, what was your favorite part of, if any of you saw any panels at the San Diego or you were actually there, please let us know if you were actually there, and we actually want to know what you thought of it.
Yeah, and if you have any insight on some of the merchandise that was showed there, please let us know where it is.
Yes. Let us know like the merch and what it was like just navigating around that place.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a lot bigger than New York, but
it's huge.
It's huge. But just let us know what you thought of, if you actually went there. Just let us know what you thought of it. Panels in person, just everything like that, and just let us know what you think.
Yeah. Now I think we're done.
Yes. Yes, we are completely covered for tonight.
All right. Well, folks, it's about that time. I'm Ian Miller.
I'm Andrew Smith.
And this has been Media Talk with Nolan Smith. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.
If you'd like to follow us on YouTube, just hit that like button and subscribe.